Josh Johns.
Well, the Concho Valley continues to deal with some flooding situations just off to our southeast near Mason. That river is approaching major flood levels. We have KSAN's Chris Ramirez live on the scene. Chris, if you can hear me, can you let me know what you're seeing out there near Mason and where you are?
Yes, Josh, we're out here off of 87 just outside of Mason at the Llano River Bridge here, and if you can see behind me, that water is just rushing as fast as I possibly ever seen water rush on a river. And the bad news here is that all of this water is going downstream closer towards the city of Llano, closer to Austin. I know they had to release all of those several dams along the way from here towards Austin, so we're definitely still seeing a lot of major flooding going on. And I know the flood gauge here in Mason did show that this river is at major flood stage. So folks, just behind me, you're able to see this river at major flood stage right now at the current moment. I know we're expecting a little bit more rain as we go into tonight, into tomorrow morning, and that's one of the things that Forest Chief Meteorologist Josh Johns will go into in the next couple of seconds, though. But yes, our river is definitely flooding here. We're seeing a lot of people stop by, kind of blocking the roadways here. You can definitely see those trucks going off, people just kind of looking at it in amazement there. I don't know if Lawrence is able to kind of pan over to the people that are definitely over the bridge right now, but people are definitely coming through this area and trying to see exactly what's going on. But you're seeing this water rushing here, and so definitely seeing a lot of flooding going on, and we can expect to go into the next several hours. So back to you, Josh.
Hey, Chris, if you could still hear me, is the road still shut down there, or is it open?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Is 87 still shut down there in Mason, or is it back open now?
No, on the way to Mason, we actually did not reach any type of flooded roads at all. Everything was clear from Mason, from San Angelo, and it looks to me that still seeing some very open roadways. The river where we are now is definitely a little bit lower from where the highway is, so the river's not rising close to the highway, so it looks like the flood concern here in the city of Mason is not a concern at the current moment.
Good news to hear. Hey, thanks, Chris, for being out there. And let's go on over to radar real quick, because we are seeing still some rain work into the Concho Valley. There's some of that heavier rain working in towards El Dorado. We have a flood warning still in effect for Kimball County. Now, the latest level on the Junction River, or at least the Llano River near Junction, it peaked earlier, so it's going to continue to recede. Good news there for folks downstream towards Mason. And Mason, you hit a peak earlier, too. You're still under this flood warning until tomorrow morning, and that's when the river should start to get into a little bit better position now. It got up to 32 feet, a little bit lower than the forecast of 34, but continuing to go down. That's the good news. However, downstream towards Llano, where they've already had to do a few evacuations, a quarter mile inward from the banks, the outer and the inner banks, they're still under a flood warning through Friday, and this river is expected to go back down briefly, but then come back up in the morning, potentially reaching 40 feet again. If that happens, it would be the second on record, I believe, for the Llano River. And so if you have any sort of travel plans, maybe taking yourself to Austin, you might want to rethink that at least for a day or so, because still going to be dealing with some issues there in Llano County. And all of that is running down the Colorado. They've already had to open a few of the dams on the Highland Lakes. Travis got up to 102% full. It was not full, and now it's full and flooding, and that's going down the Colorado River. So a situation where if you're traveling to Austin, you need to be checking and making sure your roadways are still good, and any sort of plans out there. I know they had to shut down some bicycle paths as well. The situation that unfolded is because of all the rain that we had overnight. Down here in the hill country, they picked up 4, 5, even 6 inches of rain. Some gauges from the Lower Colorado River Authority, I believe, hit 10 inches in the last 24 hours. That's why all of this water is quickly running down the Llano River, and we're expecting more rain as we go through the overnight hours. Take a look at Futurecast. We're going to see the potential for showers as we go through the night, and I think it'll actually pick up as we go into the early morning hours tomorrow, with those temperatures still in the 40s. A lot of heavy rain possible. Not too much heavy rain, but moderate rain, and any sort of rain we get, light or moderate, is just going to exacerbate the situation. So something we'll be watching through the night, definitely. And those temperatures as we go into Wednesday going to be staying in the 40s as well. How much more rain are we considering? Well, we could see another 3 inches potentially over portions of the Concho Valley, so be tuned for later flood warnings. Real quick, want to talk about a tornado that actually happened Saturday morning. This just came in from the Weather Service. We were interrupting your program Saturday morning. It's because of this thunderstorm that moved through off to the west of Cristobal, an EF2 tornado, 3.2 miles wide, 3.2 miles long, rather, 644 yards wide, with winds at 110 to 117 miles per hour. Temperatures right now sitting in the 40s. That's going to be staying with us as we go through the overnight hours. 43 degrees. It feels like 36 right now. And as we head into tonight, we're going to see those temperatures staying in the lower 40s. 43 for your low. Chilly and cloudy with scattered showers. About an 80% chance of rain. Tuesday, I've got a high of 45. Chilly and cloudy with scattered showers. Another 80% chance of rain. And we'll slowly see those rain chances taper off as we head towards the weekend. But it's going to be chilly and wet for quite a while. 55 on Thursday, warming up slightly. We'll be at 64 Friday. Another front comes in Saturday. That's actually going to dry us out and actually push us up into the lower 70s before another front comes in as we head towards Tuesday, and that one brings another chance of rain. But we'll be watching very closely here in the Weather Center for the next 24 to 48 hours and see how this event unfolds. Stay with KSAN and we'll keep you updated on this situation, and we'll be right back.